Yo. Afro Mizizi to the core. What up, my brother?
Roots.
I and I.
What the fuck is that about?
Blessings. I and I is like you and you.
I think Jamaicans were like deluded people mostly. Reason because you see, like if we start like from there, why man? Like I try to figure out why Rastafarian.
Yeah.
What is that religion based on? Based on this dude was here called
Haile Selassie. One.
Yeah,
I know the second. I think it was the second or something. Rastafari.
Rastafari.
Yeah, Rastafari. Yeah.
That used to be the name
Yeah.
of that dude.
Yeah.
And then the dudes in Jamaica, okay, the freed slaves in Jamaica
Yes.
would sit down and imagine that that dude is the one who was prophesied in the Bible. We'll come back to the Bible.
Yes.
That guy was called Rastafari. So then they fantasize about it.
Yeah. And then
And
it
it's
lands.
the King of Kings,
Yeah.
Lord of Lords, Rastafari.
I and I.
I when they were saying all those things,
Yeah.
it's from a point of not knowing. They don't know about it.
Yeah.
But this dude is just next here in Ethiopia.
Yeah, like us Kenyans will be like, bro. Like we have a god, the other, just our neighbor here.
Yeah,
That's
he's
where
our
he
God.
resides.
That's our God.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yes, like a lion.
him and whatever he does. Because you see, this dude
Yeah.
was like a king
Yes.
somewhere, just a king
Yeah.
or an emperor. What they used to call him, emperor or something.
Haile Selassie, yeah.
So
So I is one. Yeah, exactly. The first.
yeah, so we have people in Jamaica.
Yeah.
All of them deluded in the name of religion.
Yeah. So if maybe quote unquote, if the descendant of Mansa Musa, like Mansa Musa, how many generations was him? Like maybe the third or the fourth. At exactly that time, I think it was 1960. If you took a plane and touched down in Jamaica, would he have been now the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords?
No, they didn't know about Mansa Musa. If they did,
Yeah.
he would have become a god or something.
Yeah.
And I think the black people there, they were like, come on, you need to worship something.
Yeah, you have to be about something, man, and we can't be for like the Christianity, because like they used that in the slavery thing. So they're like, okay, we need to find an alternative thing. Now, here's the funny part, because Haile Selassie was born in a family in a church still kind of setup,
Orthodox church.
the Orthodox church. So he still used to read the Bible.
Yeah.
So he's a Christian, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And you, as Jamaicans, you're running from the Christianity.
Actually, when Bob Marley
Yeah.
left Jamaica,
Yeah.
no, actually left, he left Jamaica, went to stay in London. Then he came to visit Ethiopia.
Yeah.
He started knowing that this is bullshit. The funny thing is that the guy had already sung songs about the religion.
Yeah.
So now he's enlightened and he's like, he needs to convert to something.
Yeah.
Because all along, what he knew was a lie.
And there's nothing as crazy as you having an eye-opening, not even a mind-opening experience like that. Because now, it's like everything has
I'm
been...
worried on when he returned,
Yeah.
how he was talking to the waiters. The band, like,
Now we have...
guys, not been there, and Rastafari is a man. And then they'll be like, nah, Rastafari is the King of Kings.
Haile Selassie the first.
And then the Jamaicans will be confused. Maybe delayed from that conversation
Yeah,
because it was too impactful
exactly.
to people who have believed in that shit for
Longest time.
a long time. Remember, these are freed slaves. So even in their head,
Yeah. There was still like a form of conditioning still.
yeah, they are conditioned that there is a God. And this God was a white man, remember?
Yeah. What in the Lord's name?
Even in our colonization,
Yeah.
this God they are talking about, it's the white man. It's not the God, whatever people talk about. It's
Exactly.
a white man. You shall obey your master. And they used to say, thou, in the commandments of the so-called Moses, there is thou shalt not, thou shalt not, thou shalt not. But do you see, like, the white man is doing exactly those things they are saying thou shalt not.
Exactly.
They are killing. They are, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery. They are fucking other people's wives. They, what else did they say?
Coveting people's property.
They came and stole our properties,
Absolutely.
our land and everything. What else? Everything that is written there is what they are doing against.
And it's funny because I remember either it's one of those movies, 12 Years as a Slave or something like that, where it's either that or just one of those slavery movies. I can't remember. There was the white man who is the master is giving the slaves the Bible for them to read and then to understand that part of thou shalt not do this and that. And one of the dudes was asking, like, how is he saying thou shall not kill, and quote unquote, yes, we should obey him, and he is the one, if someone trespasses his land, he shoots him straight up, he kills, and now for us we should be obeying him.
Yes, exactly.
There's a contradiction.
The Bible is written by a white man.
Yeah.
To a black man.
Exactly.
So it's scripted so that the white man benefits all the time.
And also kind of fits with the scenario of colonization to make you it's a race thing. It makes you feel like the white person is always above, then you blacks come after.
So again, the question should be, what the fuck is the Bible?
Yeah.
Is it a historical book or a mythical book? Because even us as Africans, we have our myths.
Exactly.
We used to have a myth about the giants, with one giant with one eye.
The ogres, yeah.
The ogre.
Yeah.
Those stories you're being told, and then you're like, oh fuck, I can't get out at night, you know.
Exactly. There's some Jabba stories.
Mastori tu za jaba hapo.
Yeah.
And then those hyena stories, the hyenas you talked, you what, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Whatever is happening now with cartoons.
Exactly.
Because you watch the cartoons and those stories they're like the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
There is a smart one animal, and then there is the dumb animals, greedy ones like the hyenas and all that. But I'm saying the core okay, if you have to understand something, you must go to its roots. Absolutely. Where does it come from?
Yeah. Where does it begin?
Yes. Like, what is the genesis of the Bible? Is it really a historical book?
No, those are the questions that need to be answered.
And if it is a historical book, we need to see the grave of those people that died that time, and they are being elevated as so important.
Yeah.
We have the grave of our forefathers.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see it.
We have the graves of people who passed on so many years ago.
Yeah.
We know where they were buried in Egypt.
Yeah.
We have those pyramids. We have tombs there.
Exactly.
And you are told this was buried like this because he was someone who is of high political whatever.
The hierarchy, yeah.
And then how comes we do not have the grave of Moses, the bearer of the tablets,
Yeah.
Elijah,
the father of nations.
David? You remember David in the
Exactly.
Bible?
Yeah.
A very big figure.
Yeah.
We don't have a grave of David
Or Abraham, the father of nations.
or Abraham or whoever, all those dudes. Where is the grave of John the Baptist
Yeah. Some mad shit, bro.
or Stephen, or Paul
Or Judas.
or Judas? Come on, we need to know if there is a text that is written. It's either there is history in it or it's mythical. It's just a myth. So stories of Jabba versus truth.
Yeah. Yeah, the context actually totally matters, because if quote unquote, if we're reading a book like there's a book like the history of the Gikuyu by some Morioki guy, I can't remember his first name. He's actually basing it from lives that the Kikuyu were living at that time, or maybe the Southern Kikuyu, the lives that people were living as the Kikuyu, as per the dates mentioned.
Yeah.
And as we well know that what is it called? There is, for Africans, there's really not a lot of written literature that we can look back to and say this is what was happening. For us, it was more of like we really lived in a society of like the oral literature kind of thing, of telling stories, of even passing information. Remember, even from the age sets and from the clans, from the council of elders, it was more of like we speak, then these are the laws. You know the places you can't go past. You get it? So if for Africans this was how we had our own history, quote unquote, written, but it wasn't.
And sometimes mostly mythical.
It is, yeah, absolutely. For like Africans, we have like a place where we have like a point of reference, right? And the point of reference, even like when we ask, like when you go, the other day I was asking my grandma about, I can't remember the book I was reading, but the book was talking about a certain chief who had a very ridiculous name in like colonial times. So like we had a chief for Nyeri, for Murang'a, for Kiambu, I think was Koinange. So
the one for Kiambu, there's one that was killed.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah,
it's called Kahagara.
Okay.
Now he was killed. He was in a rally.
Yeah.
And there was also Koinange on the other side.
Oh, that's why I was thinking it's Koinange. That dude from Murang'a had a very ridiculous name. It sounded like it was like an English name. So I asked like my grandma randomly, do you know like this dude? I was like, damn, this dude actually lives. You see, like now my grandma's brother, where he's at, that's where that dude used to live. It was like that dude was like there. So like you see, there's from the point of reference from I was reading the book. Then now I ask someone who was not even there with the book or anything. I asked her and she's like, yeah, I know that dude. He was just some ridiculous ass dude. I was like, okay, at least me and you we balance, because yeah, even the books I can read that is just some. He was quote unquote a chief, but what is it called? Not a prof. What are these things called? A puppet for the white dudes. So you see, like
from that collaborator.
Exactly, as a collaborator. So you see, like from that point, you see, like she's there to confirm, because she was there. She was young at that time, and she can always tell. she always tells me also about things that were happening even longer time, the things that were happening to her mom and her grandmom. So like totally marries with whatever I read about Kikuyu culture and everything, right? Yeah. So now the question is, like, for the Bible, who is there to like clarify for us the shit that went down? Apparently, even the descendants, bro, of those John the Baptist, where are they?
The so-called descendants did not exist, and they are not real. Apparently, Israel right now is supposed to be the Holy Land that was promised to by God.
Yeah.
But now the God you're talking about is the white man.
That's why it's fucked, bro.
Because you see, when the Bible was being written, because you see, we have different books. Some of them with half stories, some of them like fucked up shit. Like, for example, the story of the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. Now, how is that making sense to anybody? Like,
make it make sense.
Because like this, they will just leave you hanging like that. Like, in the beginning,
you have to figure it out now.
Was the Word, and the Word was God. Oh no, the Word was with God.
Yeah.
So there is God now.
No, there's the Word. What Word, bro?
And then there is the Word, and then come on, hizo ni vitu tu zenye ni kama. And then you find like the story of the first family.
Yeah.
You find the guy was created, the woman is created, then these two people fuck, they produce a shitty human being called Cain.
Yeah.
Who kills the brother.
That had to be the biggest red flag. and it's in the beginning, bro. you know, like when you're reading a book, you want to see like good things happen in the beginning, so that they kind of keep you hooked to the end. It's like a movie. Now I'm like, bro, you niggas, you're traumatizing me, and it's like the beginning, bro.
It's the beginning, and then in the same beginning, this dude is chased away, and he goes, and then he found his own life. And like, from where? It's the beginning.
Yeah. Plus, there are always those questions.
And he built a city. They even say he built a fucking city.
Damn.
Like, do you know how much it is to build a city? You build a city
as a person,
as human beings. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Maybe Ken was like this dude who has multi-talent. He's an engineer.
Yeah.
He's an architect.
It's like that dude from Fantastic Four. Like, I'm everywhere, bro. Or I have like long hands. I just stretch.
Yeah.
I make a city.
So like in story 2 za Java, it's like the guy who was telling the story didn't think that people are supposed to think.
Yeah. Plus, didn't ever think that maybe there will come a time people will try and deconstruct whatever he was trying to say.
And the other question is, there was this dude, Cain, and Abel is dead, and then there's another dude who is born. Then Cain went and got married to who?
Actually, to ask that question, okay.
To
Cain went to that foreign city.
Yeah.
Who did he fuck so that he can get his descendants?
Yeah.
Because there's no other woman apart from your mom.
Yeah.
And you have gone. So did you find other people? So if you did find other people, where did they come from?
Maybe Cain fucked the mom.
Yeah, I think
Maybe.
there's a conspiracy. There's a movie I think about that. Like,
we never know, like, because again, even Abel, not Abel, it's Seth.
Yeah.
It's Seth. And then you get to a point where like your own brain cannot comprehend
whatever is going on.
What is going on? Hizi ni kama zile stories za Superman and
Yeah, it's DC and Marvel all over.
yeah, those comics.
Yeah.
And then you're seeing there is
It's like the boys. The butcher.
it's like you're seeing Gotham.
Moses is the butcher. Yeah.
Like Gotham is you're watching Gotham. There's this dude, this villain, and these are the Joker, that kind of
Their
shit,
characters,
And then you are like, fuck, man, you cannot write shit like this, and then you tell me believe
based
what?
on these stories.
There has to be, if God was the one who was involved in writing that,
Yeah.
then that is a shitty writer.
Plus also check like after Genesis, actually there's a lot of traumatic experiences in Genesis.
Yeah.
In Genesis also we have the flood coming.
Yeah.
And again, you'll correct me if this is it, but apart from Noah's family, was there any other family that was like saved?
Yes.
Oh, there was.
There were people who were supposed to believe, or I don't know whether they were,
Yeah,
or were they not?
From that movie where like we have some things coming from the ground and becoming like trees, and then you've ever seen that movie? And it's called Noah. I don't know. It's a weird.
I've never seen the Noah movie because
No,
I thought
there's a new, not a new one, like a crazier, not a crazier, like a later version that was done. I'll look for the next episode we come. I'll bring all the facts. So from that, I always see. I think one of the kids to Noah had like a wife. Then the other boys don't think they did have, or some of them didn't believe, or something like that. And so my question was, okay, after the flood, now we have to recreate and fill the world again. Bro, how?
no, I was just fucking and drinking. Maybe there is a part. Is it Noah or some other dude
Yeah.
who was fucking his daughters
Holy shit.
because the daughters couldn't get boys, so they got him drunk so that he can fuck them.
Noah.
I don't know whether it is Noah, but it is in that
Bro,
era
that
of
is
people
some
who are
wild
living
shit.
for 900 years. Those dudes never used to die.
Yeah, there's also that part of like, bro, the dying part, 900 freaking years.
those dudes never
Yeah,
used
like
to.
90 different dudes, man. Some ish, bro. Some
We
ish.
don't even get to 100 nowadays.
Yes, and you know how we're living. I don't think there's something different that Methuselah dude was doing. He was just a freaking dude like us. So how did he do like nine times as much as what we can do today?
So I was telling you a story. Like there was this leader in ancient Rome when this Christianity thing was getting kind of, he wanted to control people's way of thinking.
Yeah.
So he called on writers
Yeah.
and told them, you guys come and compile this book. Now this book had, like, those early days, people were not as busy as they are.
Yeah.
People used to, and it actually took like almost 12 years to complete writing the so-called Bible.
Yeah.
So the question is, when they were writing all these holy shit or whatever, there is a lot of thinking that is going on.
Yeah.
But now, maybe our brains, or the brains now, people are able to think beyond what they were thinking then. Remember then, there is no internet, there is nothing. It's just some
You're
dudes
just chilling, bro.
just chilling and Romans doing whatever they do best, killing people and just doing whatever they do.
Yeah. And watching other people kill other people
And
inside a stadium.
homosexuality and all that kind of shit happening, and watching those MMA
Duels.
fights.
Exactly. Maybe that's the only fun part.
Mm.
The MMA part. That was like awesome.
So now you see, when these people compile, there were some books that were rejected.
That's where I actually wanted to go.
Mm.
That there are some books that, quote unquote, are not in the Bible.
Why were they rejected? Maybe it's because the writers
Yeah.
had revealed truth.
Yeah.
Some truth that the emperor or the empire
Yeah.
didn't want people to see.
Exactly. The controlling bit.
So that at the end of the day, we have a political book that is controlling your mind,
Absolutely. To control and blinden the masses.
so that you can be led, you can be controlled, you can be taken advantage of.
A concept.
Yeah, it's a concept. And it's the same thing, the TV of today and that book
Same WhatsApp, bro.
is the same WhatsApp group.
Bomboclat, yeah. That is some mad-ish, cause yeah.
So kila mtu alikuwa anaketi chini anasema, let me call this dude who is the father of all nations, Abraham. Na ushaijiuliza, have you ever asked yourself this question?
The way you put it is bad. Yeah.
Kwa nini apparently that whole thing is happening in Middle East?
Yeah.
Why is it not Rashid, Omar, but Abraham? And Abraham is, the names are Western.
Yeah.
Mark,
Yeah.
Matthew.
Matthew.
Those names are not like
John.
John of all the names.
Bro.
Yeah. Peter, Paul.
Stevie.
Everybody there is Western.
Yeah. Oh, there was not like a Russian dude who's like
They will be like
Numagedov or something.
there was nothing like that.
Or some Chinese dude who's like Ling Jingtao or something.
Even the wise men that came to visit, we didn't have their names.
Exactly.
We could have like had like King Chong.
Exactly, sir.
King Chong came and it was
so
from the east.
Exactly.
With an Indian from the east.
Exactly. And maybe some Zulu dude from South Africa.
It was the three wise men came from east. So the other people were dumb in general.
but maybe there's some truth in that.
Mm.
Because like if you really check it out, like the West is totally fucked.
Yeah.
And then the East isn't as fucked.
No, it's not.
So maybe their Jabba that was like a good Jabba story. That came. You know that those stories like you write, but you don't know like the zitakuja happen kukua true.
Yeah.
So maybe that was like, okay, let's just write the East.
Yeah.
And then now the East actually is better off than whatever the West is doing in the future.
I am getting a vibe that we can write a Bible ourselves.
They have to give me that. They give us like we just like split it up.
Yeah.
Like the Exodus, like that time when that dude was cutting the waters. Then us we have to do like
When did they have to dig the Suez Canal?
Or the Panama Canal.
What the fuck, man? There used to be like that. There was no like separation like from Middle East and Egypt.
Yeah.
So and then Moses is like going where there is water. Why not use where there is no water?
Absolutely. And save the time. I don't want to say the money, but just save the time at least. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Like they were there for 40 days, 40 years. Was it 40 years?
Yeah. Or the
wilderness.
And then also it's funny that the promised land, we never ever knew like where the promised land was.
Was there like a dude like saying like now this is 30 years? Now we are in 30 years.
How exactly? How do they know?
Where are we going?
If the concept about years came like later on, how do they know?
The question is like there must be like a dude in the midst of all that, and you know that place is hot as fuck.
Yeah.
It is like 30, 50, 40, 50 degrees. And they're in the wilderness.
Yeah.
The so-called Israelites.
Absolutely.
And then they're like, this today we've been here for 10 years.
Exactly.
They're going to the promised land. It's like, what the fuck? This is 10 years, man.
How did you know it's 10 years?
It'll be like this dude was born the other day. Now he's an adult and you're talking about coin.
Can't work with
I was saying, this one is story too, Zajaba, because at the end of the day, these white people must have really thought how to control the whole world.
Exactly.
Why is Catholic Church so involved in politics?
And remember also, where did like the Catholic Church originate from? Isn't it from the same Roman dudes from that Roman area that quote unquote gave us this Bible?
Yeah.
That the empire, that the, what are they called, the empire, the emperors had asked for. Now it kind of makes sense. Now that I'm thinking about it, it makes sense. The emperors gave that order for the Bible. Some years on, this, now that the conditioning has entered the brains of people proper, they'll be like, okay, we gotta start something. We gotta start a proper movement. And maybe that's where like the Catholicism got began. Also, if you check,
and you see it works like a military.
Absolutely.
Have you seen when the Pope is around?
Bro.
All the dudes who are below him are like saluting him. Not just Pope. The arch, is it arch something?
Yeah.
When he's around,
Yeah.
every other so-called priest is saluting that dude.
I totally didn't understand. I think last year I went to a Catholic service. A friend of mine had asked me to pull up, and I don't think I was with this dude, but what was I? No, I was alone. So I'm there. I'm like, something just feels off for some reason, and simply because I'm not a Catholic person, I'm looking at it from a very kind of different perspective. So I see like the altar boys come and they have also to like bow to that dude. I'm like, yuck, bro. Why? Me, if you're my kid, bro, me, I'd be, me, you are bowing to some other dude. Me, you don't even bow to me as your dad. Huyo ni nani?
It's the guy who tells him whatever he wants him to do. And that kid obeys 100%.
It just didn't make sense.
That kid is now gay later on, maybe like 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
He obeyed to the latter.
I think we actually need, probably for this segment, we probably need like a guest who like was an altar boy. We've had like a lot of weird experiences with people who are not even altar boys, the ones who go to the, what are they called, those schools of the church schools that you go to become a, what are they called?
They
The
have
seminary.
A name. They
The
have
seminary.
they have a name, yeah.
Exactly. So the seminary. So like I think we actually need to have someone who
They
can,
fuck you up so bad that you can never ever become somebody who thinks straight. And they cannot take like a grown man, they take a boy
yeah.
and
Cause,
fucks up his mind to a
Proper.
point they can never think straight. They can never solve a problem that we are having now. Like we can have a problem, they cannot even fix anything. They'll be like, Bwana wenawe.
there's this part where so I see people standing, so I'm like, okay, we stand. Then I see people ducking and then they are chucking something from the end of that chair. I'm like, what the fuck is actually going on?
What the fuck is that?
Then all of them kneel. I'm like, me, I was like, I won't kneel. Me, I'll just sit back where I was, because one, I'm not from this church, and if I kneel, I don't even know why I'm kneeling in the first place.
And what the fuck is that whole
That's
talking thing?
Exactly.
That is the thing that gets me off. Like the way that dude talks, like the dude who is reading the shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, naye akakuja. I like, can't you
Just read it.
nice for a minute, just be real for a minute,
Be real,
just
man,
like na huyu msee aliingiaga kwa hiyo keja na akawaambia watoke waache ujinga. But I was like, naye mtume akaenda. Fuck you.
But there's a lot of confusion in that church, especially like you're a first timer. Bro, it was crazy. Because there are times like literally you have to stand, and I still don't understand why people are standing. So the person that who was my friend, so I see him stand, so I'm like, okay, let me stand. Then I see them kneeling, so I'm like, okay, okay, chill. I don't know what's happening. One time I remained standing. Then when every person was kneeling, then it looked awkward because I was the only person who was standing. Then I chose to sit.
It feels like I've had the same experience like you are explaining. It feels like someone, when you enter into a place that you don't know anything, the rules, like a strip club, and then you're like seeing titties and everything, and you're like, okay, what am I supposed to do with these things? Am I supposed to? These are naked women. And I'm here. Nobody
and I'm not naked.
Nobody is interested in fucking. What is wrong with these men? Everybody is seated quiet, and I'm like, what the fuck is this order, man? This order is something I don't know.
Exactly. That actually is that.
It's the same. It's like exactly going into a titty bar, and you're like, okay, fuck.
What the hell?
What happens here? I'm the one who don't understand the rules. You don't even one time your dick is out straight. The other time you're scared, like you're like, fuck, man. I'm so fucked up. Everybody's quiet and this is music, there's a DJ, and I'm like, oh fuck, man, this place is weird,
bro. This is
it's the same experience I felt when I went into a Catholic church. I was inside there, everybody is starting, sitting. There is that funny presentation. There is there is songs. There is
the prayers. There are actually even different prayers that people actually know. Like when we were growing up, we just know Our Father and the Grace. So like I found out they have a remix of like I think Our Father. Is it Our Father or it's like the Grace? There's a remix. So like when you are continuing with Our Father, they like switch it up. Now you are left again like speaking to yourself. Because every other person is talking about something else.
I think the Pope is a fucked up person. And the people in Rome, they really like control 1 billion followers.
Wild.
That is like one of the biggest country.
Actually.
And those people are following them
religiously. Let's even put it as that.
And then you are asking yourself, come on, these people who are 1 billion plus, they are supposed to think for themselves, but they are not now.
They have to think with something in mind. That is some level of control, bro. And don't you see, isn't this what the Romans wanted at that particular time?
They achieved it.
They totally achieved it. Now they achieved it now on a global view. Because this is some crazy ish. And I'll tell you actually another very funny story. So one time, it's one of these big churches. So it's either the Catholic or the Presbyterian.
PCA.
Yeah, or I don't think it was an Anglican, but regardless, it had to be one of those three. So one person tells me now where they're staying, assuming like you're staying in Buruburu, then you choose to like shift and go to where does someone go, like Komarok or something like that. So now because you are a member of like the church in Buruburu, you have to seek for permission to go and start attending the same church if it's a Catholic in Komarok. It's called it was called I think a transfer. Like what the bro, am I like in a school? So I have to go and ask someone, like, yo, bro, I gotta move. I was all like, it's a thing. You can't. It's. I was like, sorry. I was asking because I was like, they were older, so like them they're not seeing it as being weird. Me, I was like, nope. Someone can't tell me how and when I should attend or go. Plus, if I have shifted places, you either do the transfer or you will be commuting straight back to that church. I was like, bro, this is some level of slavery, but I ain't talking. I ain't fucking talking.
But again, they say the guy who was crafting the rules,
Yeah.
their intent was full control of your thinking, so that you don't think for yourself. That person thinks for you,
On your behalf.
makes all the decisions for you, so that you are like a fucking cabbage uko kwa soko. I've ever seen like ushaiona boga ikiwa kwa pale kwa nini kwa inauzwa. It's alive, yes. The ninis are green and shit.
Yeah.
But you know, you can never make any decision where itaenda wapi.
Absolutely. It's just rolls and rolls and rolls of.
Saa ingine inafika hapo mpaka inaoza inatupwa. Ikiwa tu hapo.
Exactly. And then see like how people like check if it's good. They like lift it and then hit it.
Yeah.
That's what you should be doing to your head, bros.
That's what happens now too. The
masses.
clergy,
Yeah.
and the masses.
So the clergy are the buyers. They're like going to the market. They're like your head. That is like, okay, this dude's head is like light.
Yeah.
Let me leave him here for us to continue taking charge.
And they know it's a lie. That's the funny part.
Me, I still feel like some of them like believe, bro.
Believe. What is believe? Let's go to the rabbit hole of believe. What is believe?
I'm saying like when you see them or talk to them, you're like they are onto something.
What is believe? Let's go there. You know, you cannot know and believe at the same time.
Absolutely. Can't work, won't work.
I know this is a phone, a mobile phone.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's a mobile phone.
Nope.
I just know.
It's a freaking.
I also know when they write that there are megapixels here, that is the megapixels.
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah.
I know there are applications here that have been designed by people. I know. I don't believe. If you believe, that means you don't know. So that means believe is for the fools.
Yeah, in the slaughterhouses.
Even the cow is supposed to believe it's going to, or a chicken is going to
live forever.
To get old.
Yeah.
And you know, a chicken, if it believes, you know, it's like 100% slaughter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be killed.
Any day. What are yours is, but you know, like for a cow, they know, like, okay, me, I'm giving milk, like, my lifespan is like a little bit better. But for chicken, they're like, bro, me, I don't care if you're giving me eggs. Oh, no, actually, the jogos, so the jogos don't even give any other thing apart from their sperm. So like, any day, bro, my head will be going.
And I pity them, man. They don't have a dick and they have to fuck. Fuck, man. It's not a nice thing to be a jogo.
It's crazy. the only good part is that you're cool with chinjo.
They have to be chijuad at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So the belief was never ever in Africa. Believe.
Yeah.
Believe what? You have to know.
You know first.
You have to know.
Yeah.
Even when they had their own way of praying, it was not based on belief that there is a better place called heaven.
Yeah.
It was here. Even the people who died, their spirits remained here.
Exactly.
Apparently.
They were just asleep, yeah.
Gomi.
Exactly.
They have gone to sleep.
They are going to sleep, yeah. But they are with us.
Yes, Gokoma is to sleep
Exactly.
in Gikuyu language.
Yeah.
So they are here, but they are sleeping. So what is this fucking place you're calling heaven? Where there is honey and... What did they say? Milk and honey?
Milk and honey, bro.
Fuck that. Have you ever tasted those things together at the same time? Milk and honey.
Yeah, you'd probably.
Plus cholesterol is too high on, on both of those. So we want to be fat like Americans.
Yeah.
All of us will be like walking in big t-shirts.
So in short, heaven is like the United States.
Yeah.
And where you can be short anytime. So.
Who
Works.
gives a fuck, man? Like even death is assured. It's the only thing we are sure of. The
Yeah.
other things we don't know whether they happen or not. But death is a sure thing.
Yeah, and actually the death part, I think yesterday I was seeing a video of some dude in Uganda who was like on the Thika road, and then you see these lorries that have the ones that mix cement and what is that?
Yeah, yeah.
That
I've
thing
seen
that big
cement
truck.
and whatever and sand.
Yeah.
Mm.
So some dude who was just in his car,
Can we call it the DJ truck?
probably.
Yeah, we just refer it like that. It has that meaning there.
Ah, now I get it. So now the DJ truck.
I love it. When you say it like that.
Exactly. So the DJ truck comes and then finds this other dude is ahead of him. I think maybe the DJ truck like lost brakes or something. So he tried going on the side. So on the sideways, this other key tank at the huko nyuma fell on this other guy's car on top. So I think everybody died. And I was like, wow. If any day there's something that is sure, it is death.
It's death.
Death is sure. Fucking sure, bro. It's going to happen. These are the things, and the quicker we accept it, the better.
It's a sure thing. Death is very sure.
You ask people, they're like, no. I'm like, bro, me I've accepted, and if we go, we go. And then I don't know when
it is not even going. Is like the end of it all.
Kinda.
Do we have like a conversation amongst animals? Like the animals that are going to heaven.
Yeah,
or
like the
dogs?
antelopes. I'm like, bro, you see that dude? You see our brother? He was eaten by the lion, but I know he's in freaking heaven.
He's like a leopard running after an antelope.
Yeah.
And then the antelope is caught. The other antelope is like, "You're lucky, man. That's good."
He's going to heaven.
He's going to... No, he's not going to heaven. He's gonna be eaten. He's somebody's dinner tonight, man.
I think you always give me perspective when you bring me back to like the animal kingdom, because I think we need, as far much as we want to study them, I don't even think we need to really study them, because they are very straightforward on whatever they're doing. It's hunting. I have to hunt. I have to eat so that I don't die or something. And in that process, I will kill some other person, and I won't give a shit about it.
I saw in one of those videos of animals. I saw there's an antelope.
Yeah.
No, a wild beast is giving birth.
Yeah.
Then the cheetahs, they come, all of them running, and then they found it giving birth.
Yeah.
You know why they don't eat it?
Damn.
They wait for it to give birth.
Yeah.
And they eat the cub and let it go.
That is some mad shit.
Now they eat the soft meat, you know?
Yeah. Soft life manenos.
Yeah, soft life manenos.
Yeah.
Those are like
I
was equating those cheetahs to Subaru boys.
They only get the best.
Wow. We need the
Malisafi.
Malisafi and
Yeah.
a chain.
Exactly.
And I'm like, if those people, those animals can figure out that this small thing will take long for it to give us another one.
Yeah.
But this big one can give us another one.
Any day, anytime. Exactly.
Anytime.
These things are thinking, bro.
And if you see now, we are being taught that there is a heaven. There's no fucking heaven.
Did that kid go to heaven?
There's no fucking heaven. Like I said, milk and honey is overrated.
Yeah.
We don't want that cholesterol.
Plus, think about it also. What happens if there's a heaven for animals? Do they also go and drink milk and honey? and some of them don't even drink milk.
It's weird shit, man.
How? We don't even know, like, a lot of the animals, like, eat honey. There are some that go for
Honey badger only
Oh,
is
yeah,
going
yeah.
to heaven and enjoy life.
Exactly. The rest of you niggas, so you eat meat,
Yeah.
bro. Or the ones who eat grass. What happens to the people who eat grass, like giraffes and twigs?
They are going to be like on the sidelines.
Or maybe we have like a heaven for like animals. So like in their Bible, they are told like, it's the land of trees, twigs, grass, and more meat.
No, there is no Bible in the animal kingdom. Nobody is trying to control the other person. It's either you survive or,
Or not.
die.
It's the two things. And if you really look at it practically, even from human being perspective, it's either you survive or die, right?
Two things.
That are definitely sure of. If you ain't surviving, you're dying. So, then why are we trying to elongate these conversations of I have to believe and get to the land of milk and honey? And see, let's just be as simple as people, as fast as Africans were. Because if we as we believe that these people, when people died, they just used to sleep.
Like, we can only think of the Bible as a comical book
Yeah.
that has characters
Yeah.
written by creative people of those days
Yeah.
that left a lot of gaps
To be filled.
with the stories. Because again, Stephen
Yeah.
is preaching in the streets, but people are stoning him.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen in a practical scenario someone who is talking? He's not killing anybody, he's just talking.
Yeah.
And some dudes decide, let us stone him for just
I'm not
talking.
apparent reason, yeah.
We leave the preachers alone. We leave the people who are talking alone. You don't want to hear whatever he's saying.
Yeah, you just let him be.
You just step.
Yeah. Yeah, run.
It's the way human beings have been.
Exactly.
Even mad people are not being
Stoned,
stoned,
exactly.
and they are all the time shouting and shit.
Even slapping niggas, and they're not even getting stoned for that.
Nobody is interested in that shit. Now, Stephen, let us stone that dude for talking. What the fuck is that? Hizo nakwambia ni stories za jaba unaona kani. It's like someone has this super knowledge. Imagine Solomon being the wisest of all and choosing to have 700 beaches. How dumb is that? And 300 more.
Zero.
How do you fuck
Zero emotional intelligence.
a thousand women? How do you even listen to 1,000 women? Listen, even leave alone sex and everything.
Yeah.
Listen to 1,000 women, and you are the smartest of all.
Yeah, that's a gap, bro. That's a fucking gap.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm the smartest of all, but in the biggest choice I'm going to have is women around me. Fuck that shit.
That is something.
We should be looking at Elon Musk now having 2,000 women now.
At about.
Elon Musk doesn't even have like women around him.
Yeah.
He's just there in the factory doing shit. And doing whatever his thing
yeah.
and SpaceX and whatever he's doing now.
Yeah.
He's a very smart man.
Yeah.
But he's not considering women as top priority. Now you have Solomon with all his wisdom and the Proverbs and the Ecclesiastes and whatever he's writing.
Mm-hmm.
But now he has made the worst decision ever.
And then there's also like a point of reference that in the Genesis, in the same Old Testament, a woman fucked up the whole entire what is it called? The entire life. The
Eden thing.
exactly. Then you choose to have now 700 to fuck your system up.
And he's the wisest.
He's the wisest. Where was he getting the knowledge from? If he couldn't even read like just the same Bible and be like, bro, they fucked him up, they ain't gonna fuck me up. But now they gonna fuck me up 700 fucking times.
No, 1,000.
Oh, 1,000.
He was fucked up like 1,000 times than Adam.
Bro. You see, even the Bible itself isn't putting itself into reference. Because if Solomon actually read what happened, then you'd be like, okay.
And there are some dudes right now who goes to the school of theology to study that shit. And when they study that shit, they come to you full of that garbage and tell you how to live your life. You are supposed to do this and this and this and this. They have too much things in their head.
Yeah.
Their head is full of shit that even if you ask them, I have a problem here, give me an answer to it, they don't have any. They just have mambo jumbo. What they call it, mambo jumbo in English.
Yeah.
They have things in their head like akili kidogo. Yani you are listening to that guy and then you're like, the fuck, this guy is not in reality.
But again, remember, in all forms of quote unquote, especially education in Kenya, does it teach someone how to think?
No.
Nope. So now we have a school of theology that actually tells you, bro, now you don't even have to think. There's a point of reference.
Yeah,
You can just quote something, yeah? Tell that dude.
Chukua kichwa yako weka hapa. Chukua hii kitu jaza hiyo ujiga yote hapo.
It's like a calabash, so your head is the calabash.
Fill it with shit.
Yeah.
Every time you wake up is Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Mungu aliniambia jana, ananionyesha. Mungu alifanya. Come on. Mungu alifanya, wana hajafanya kwako? Alifanya miracle. No wonder we have these all fucked up people all over just taking money from the poor people.
Exactly.
And they don't even pay taxes, remember?
Absolutely.
Hawalipi.
They're doing shit.
Quote in quote. The holy dudes.
And they can't be touched.
They cannot be touched by what?
But they're fucking touching. You see where I'm going with that?
I get it.
That's for the few. But it doesn't make sense because now, you see, even like quote unquote, okay, we already know like our leaders are shit.
Yeah.
But whenever they're like in churches, they're like, yo. They're also buying to those other motherfuckers.
My thinking or my understanding is, if 80% is Christian,
yeah,
the other percent is Muslim,
yeah,
we are fucked so bad that our head are up in our diabs so much that you expect insanity to work. By insanity I mean boomers taught X generation the Bible. No, boomers were taught by the white
dudes. Yeah.
Then X was taught by boomers,
yeah,
the Bible. Then millennials have been listening to X.
Yeah.
But fuck you millennials, fuck you Gen Z, because Gen Z and millennials have information.
Exactly.
The other two generations behind,
they are
brainwashed,
bro.
Hakuna akili, kichwa haina kitu.
Yeah.
Kichwa ni imewekwa tu shode.
Ni roundabout ya damu.
Lakini Gen Z hawezi kuja aniambie ati in Russia they are making bombs,
yeah,
and they are throwing them in Ukraine. Sasa wewe mtu wa Russia mwenye uko Russia, you are doing whatever you are doing to survive.
Yeah.
No, if Russians came with the Bible to us,
I'll be like, bro,
I'll be like, fuck you.
man.
Fuck you. You protect yourself using the bombs. The Israelites or the fake Jews are doing the same thing.
Exactly.
The Europeans have been doing that
For the longest time.
So
Who's fooling who?
fuck you, whoever is thinking that ati Bibilia is the way. You know who is the way?
Yeah. Who's the way, the truth?
I am the way.
I and I.
My head knows the way. If it doesn't work, it doesn't. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Ama tukua tuambiane ukweli.
Ni real. I'll go back to as much as where we started the conversation with the Rastafari. The reason why they say the I and I is because it is you yourself first. It is the understanding of you yourself. Before you go out towards seeking for help, seek that is within.
Yeah, Warasta kitu moja wamfanya mzuri, it is talking about weed all along. That has been a good thing.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
It's a fuck it a blessing.
Okay, now we won't be using
It's a positive thing. It's a positive vibration.
It's a vibration.
I and I, Rastaman.
Bless. I and I bless. Tuliongea hapo.